Welcome to another episode of Business School. I'm Lance McFarlane from Sophomore Academics, your math teacher. Today we'll be looking at some algebra. All right, don't make your head start hurt you. All right, algebra, we're starting from the basics. All right, we're looking at substitution. All right, ladies and gents. So here we have, they gave us some numerical values associated with some variables. So the letters are what we call variables. Then, you know, we all know in math, a letter represents some number. Sometimes you're asked to solve for that number and sometimes not. You know, in this situation, we're not being asked to solve for an unknown variable. They're actually giving us the value. They're associating. They're saying, wherever you see x, it's the same thing as 1. Wherever you see y, it's the same thing as 5. Wherever you see z, it's the same thing as -2. All right, ladies and gents. All right, let's play a game. That's how I see it. It's a game. It says simplify each of the following. 10z, or evaluate each of the following. 10z, ladies and gents, 10z. We know that means 10 times z, right? Right, so we have to also understand how to read math. You know, just like you have to understand how to read your literature book, you have to understand how to read these math expressions. All right, so this actually means 10 multiplied by z. You guys knew that though? All right, cool. So guys, this is saying 10 multiplied by z. You know another way you can write 10 multiplied by z? Is by using brackets. Yeah, sure. Anyways, so this is actually saying 10 multiplied by z, but z is -2. So here we have 10 multiplied by -2. Yeah, when you write it like this, it actually means to multiply without using the actual multiplication sign, ladies and gents. All right, now what is 10 multiplied by -2? You can always check with your calculator, but we can go ahead as well and know that it is -20. All right, so quickly let's move on to over here. It says x, which we know is 1, plus y, which is 5, minus z. Guys, z is -2, so it's minus z, so it's minus z, and the z value is -2, so it's minus -2. Now, you'd have learned from before that when you have minus, it actually becomes a positive. You can check it with your calculator as well. So this 5 minus -2 actually becomes 5 plus 2. It's a rule. So we have 1 plus 5 plus 2. And you know another thing too, ladies and gents? Technically speaking, we put this in a little bracket right there, just to separate the two negative signs. Okay, but anyways, what is 1 plus 5? That's 6 plus 2. That is what, ladies and gents? That is 8. Let's go to here, right here. X times y times z. It could have also been written like this, and even put a bracket around that as well. All right, so x times y times z. So that is 1 multiplied by the y value, which is 5, multiplied by the z value, -2. You put that in your calculators, ladies and gents. 1 times 5, that's 5 times -2, that is -10. Ladies and gents, y divided by 7. So we see that wherever we see the letters, we just replace it with the numbers that they told us. Z is -2, and then you just put it in your calculators, ladies and gents. This is gonna give you -2.5. We're just repeating the process. This is easy. We should never ever get a question like this wrong. Z raised to the y power. So Z is -2 raised to the y power. Y is 5. Ladies and gents, that means -2 multiplied by -2. It means write down -2 5 times and multiply them. So -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then multiply them. Again, you can do this with your calculator. Well, negative times negative is positive, times negative is negative, times negative is positive, times negative is negative. We're gonna end up with a negative answer, ladies and gents. Again, double check with your calculator. All right, so it's gonna be negative. What is 2 times 2? 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16 times 2, 32. Ladies and gents, right there we have negative 32. All right? Substitution is the basic, it's the fundamental, it is, but we can't mess it up. You can't mess up the basic, the fundamental, or else we're gonna have some trouble down the road, ladies and gents. All right? We're going to go for a break right now, and we're going to bear this in mind, substitution. And we come back on the other side, and we're going to pick up with binary operations, which is really just substitution. Let's check it out. See you after the break. Welcome back to Business School, ladies and gents. So, as you know, we are on the topic algebra. We did some substitution, we did some basic substitution in the first session. Guys, binary operations. It sounds like this big, hard topic, but it's really straightforward. Listen to me, operations, all right? What are operators? You know your traditional operators. Plus. You know what it means to add two things. You know what it means to subtract two things. Multiply, divide, you will know those operations. But here's a little game. It seems like a game to me. Look at this operation. It's a heart. And it is saying when you have A, heart, B, so one number, hearts, another number. No, ladies and gents, it's not love, right? It's just a symbol. I could use anything, but A, heart, B. This is what it means. Multiply the two numbers, whatever those two numbers are, and then you do what? Add which number? The first number. All right, so the first number is called A, the second number is called B. All right, so for instance, this asterisk then, all right, I just feel like using two other letters. I could have used AB, 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 but I'm just using different letters just for using different letters' sake. X asterisk Y. What did it say to do? This is it. So it's equal to 2 multiplied by the second number plus 3. And you divide all of that by x, which is whatever the first number is. All right? So this is an operation. We just defined it. We just defined it. And there's the number sign. We defined it. It says L, number sign M. If you have two numbers like that, just square the first number and subtract the second number. So it says to determine 10 star 7. Let us do that real quickly. Once you understand this, really it's just to work quickly. All right, 10 star 7. Ladies and gents, which one of the operations we're looking at? It's the star, the first one. And you just ask yourself, all right, okay, they said that the second one right here is gonna be 2 times y plus 3 all over x. So guys, what is x and what is y? The first number is x, the second number is y. So that's x, that's y. You just substitute. Remember I told you it's pretty much the same thing as substitution. Yeah. So the y value, 2 times y, 2 times 7. And you're gonna divide everything, when you add 3, divide everything by 10. Guys, 2 7s 14 plus 3 17 divided by 10. Your answer is 1.7. It's really and truly just substitution, ladies and gents. Let's try the second one real quickly. Negative 2, heart 6. We look at the definition for the heart. It's AB plus A. A times B plus A. The first number is what they call A, and the second number is what they called B. So just go ahead and substitute. A is negative 2 in this case, negative 2, times B, which is 6, and then you add back A, adding back negative 2, and you put that in your calculator, ladies and gents. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12, plus negative, what does that give you? It's negative 2. All right, so when you have a plus and minus line up beside each other, remember, like this, the negative is what takes precedence. So it's negative 2 minus 2, put that in your calculator, ladies and gents, and you have negative 14. So there we defined some operations. Using the definitions of these operators, all right, we were able to figure out 10 star 7 or 10 asterisk 7, and we were able to figure out -2 heart 6. Ladies and gents, it is really just substitution. Binary operations, really just substitution. All right, so ladies and gents, you can try something. For instance, if you want to go 2 number sign 5, all right, it is L square minus N, M. This gives you 2 square minus 5, ladies and gents, and that gives you what? 2 square is 4 minus 5, that's -1, ladies and gents. We're going to go for a quick break, and I'll see you on the other side with another question. Ladies and gents, my tip for today, participate in every single class. Participation, it helps keep you sharp, it helps ensure that you're engaged. I would say participate as much as you can, as often as you can. Learn the lesson right there in class. Thank you. That's the tip for today. Welcome back, ladies and gents. We are at our final question for today's episode. We're algebra substitution, guys, binary operations. I have a beautiful question here for all of us to take on right now. All right, we're going to challenge this question. Well, it is challenging us, and we're gonna beat it. It says, given A asterisk B, so we're defining this operation, asterisk, to be equal to 2 times A, which is 2 times the first number, minus B, which is the second number, over 3 times the first number. All right, so all right, let's just go ahead and try this. It says evaluate 1 asterisk bracket 4 asterisk 6. All right, how do we approach that? How do brackets first? We work out what's in the brackets first. So guys, we're gonna pay attention to what is in the brackets first. I'll just take up that in a minute. 4 asterisk 6, we are doing that first, ladies and gents. So 4 asterisk 6, let's go. 4 asterisk 6, and I think most of you would know that from BODMAS, however you learned it, brackets first. For 4 asterisk 6, the definition is 2 times A minus B over 3 times A. So guys, we have 4 asterisk 6, A asterisk B. The A would be 4, so this is A, and that is B. So you just work this quickly. Substitution, 2 times 4 minus the B value, which is 6 over 3 times the A value, which is 4. 2 4s, 8 minus 6 over 12. Guys, what's 6 over 12? That's a half. So it's 8 minus a half, which is 7.5. I can just write that as 7.5. So ladies and gents, look what we have here now. 1 asterisk bracket 4 asterisk 6 is actually 1 asterisk 7.5. So now that is what we're going to work out. We're going to say, therefore, 1 asterisk 4 asterisk 6 is actually 1 asterisk 7.5, because the 4 asterisk 6 became the 7.5. So let's just work that out. 1 asterisk 7.5, and remember the definition is over here, 2A minus B over 3A. All right, ladies and gents, so we just substitute. That's our A value, that's our B value, equal 2 times A, which is 1, minus B, which is 7.5 over 3A. 2 times 1, ladies and gents, 2, minus 7.5 over 3, because 3 times 1 is 3. What is 7.5 divided by 3? You have your calculator right there beside you. 7.5 divided by 3 is equal to 2.5. So what this really is 2 minus 2.5. And what is 2 minus 2.5? Negative 0.5 is your final answer, ladies and gents. It's substitution. Don't look at how difficult it sounds or whatever. All right, so 1 asterisk 4 asterisk 6. Ladies and gents, you use the definition, work out the bracket first, get your result. When you get that result, 1 asterisk that result. Using the definition, ladies and gents. Binary operations, substitution, working it in parts. Algebra is really just about using unknowns, using variables to replace, to put into sentences, all right, to help us to figure out, okay, if numbers were here, if actual values were here, how would things turn out? So, ladies and gents, seeing that you understand brackets first, all right? Suppose, let us just suppose at this point, all of this was in a bracket. Let me just use square brackets, all right? I know the board is getting a little bit messy, but follow me. And then at this point we had asterisk, let's say 9. So all of this, asterisk 9. What would you do? Ladies and gents, we already know what all of this worked out to be. What did all of this work out to be, ladies and gents? Negative 0.5, negative 0.5. So now you would have negative 0.5, asterisk 9. And you just repeat the process. Negative 0.5 asterisk 9 is equal to, and then you look at the definition and you repeat the process, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents, that is it for binary operations for today. That is it for substitution and for today's lesson of algebra. Thank you for joining us at Business School on Business Access TV. I am Lance McFarlane from Sophomore Academics Math Teacher. See you next time.